I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese.
What's up? Andrew, I think we're going to have a hard time finding a lot of positive things to say about the movie we watched.
I don't have anything positive to say about the movie we watched. It might be the worst MCU movie that I've seen. I think the only, again, I've said this before, like Ant-Man, and I never saw Ant-Man until last week, and I really liked the first Ant-Man.
You haven't seen Thor 2?
I have not seen Thor 2,
Which is
so that could be the worst, sure, but I haven't seen it. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, I think is the worst MCU movie I've seen.
It's so bad, I feel like they might need to reset maybe some of their goals.
Do they need a Flash movie?
We need a Flashpoint paradox to reset this shit.
Reset the MCU so
That's
that
right.
She-Hulk never existed.
That's right, yeah. Miss Marvel doesn't exist. You know what? They need to do that and hire James Gunn. Is he available?
He's not available.
Fuck.
No.
Okay, well,
He's not.
they might be out of luck. No, seriously, I know we're gonna get there eventually, but like, I'm a little bit concerned of Marvel's direction. Just a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
It's starting to get concerning.
That's fair.
I mean, I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be good, and that's because of James Gunn, I think. But
Yeah.
like after
And that's
that, I don't know.
Guardians 3 seems like its own thing since, a lot of them, it sure seems like they're not going to be around after Guardians 3.
Right.
So it kind of really doesn't have any implications on the Avengers, whereas Quantumania is setting up the next Avengers movie.
Right.
The Kang dynasty and everything.
Right, and then I think the Marvels is supposed to come out this year.
Yes.
I have no interest in the Marvels.
No, I don't either. We have some news
Negative interest.
We do have some news on that movie, though.
Okay, good.
But yeah, no. God, I was so disappointed.
Me
With
too.
Ant-Man 3.
It might have been my fault because I came in with some not high expectations, but just some expectations that it was going to be a good Marvel movie.
I did not think it would be this bad. I mean, holy shit. I felt like I was watching Avatar 2. Like, that's how miserable I was watching Ant-Man.
Hey, well, you know what? There is something positive that we can say about Ant-Man.
What's that?
It's shorter than Avatar.
Okay. I mean, so is every other movie on planet Earth. But yeah, it's rough. We got some news and rumors to get to. First, though, we have to thank a few new Patreons. Few new patrons that signed up
I'm excited. Thank you, guys.
at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're only a couple away from 100 patrons, but we got 4 new ones this week. So thank you to John. Thank you to Rachit Sahi. Thank you to JStev25 and Andrew Kolsar. Kolasar? I don't know.
You never want me to read the names, but I could have gotten John.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for joining along. We are reviewing an excellent TV show.
Yeah, The Last of Us, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Fucking great.
We have yet to see like a really, really good movie this year. I mean, really, there's only been
The Cabin.
There's only been 2. Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't excellent.
Sure.
It's not Last of Us level.
It wasn't Martin Scorsese.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that, but yeah. But hey, next week is Cocaine Bear, so there you go. There's the Scorsese level movie.
I'm very excited. You have no idea how excited I am for Cocaine Bear.
Imagine if Scorsese directed Cocaine Bear. Wow.
You
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a
bear.
cocaine bear.
Oh my God, and Ray Liotta's in it.
He is.
Yeah.
R.I.P. His last movie was
R.I.P.
His last movie was Cocaine Bear. That's sad.
He went out on a high point.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally.
All right, so let's get to the news and rumors, a.k.a. the Hollywood Hogwash. So Kevin Feige recently confirmed to Entertainment Weekly, and this is not everyone expected this, right? They weren't going to make Deadpool 3 unless it was rated R, but he did confirm that it's going to be rated R.
Nice. I mean, yeah, like you said, I couldn't imagine a PG-13 Deadpool, but rated R definitely gets my engines revved.
Yeah, remember I think they had a release of Deadpool 2. They released a PG-13 version, remember?
Did they?
Like after its theater run, yeah. Like so that, the kids could go see it.
I kind of want to see it to see how different it is.
I mean, I don't. It's just they're just cutting like all the gore and there's only one fuck allowed, so
The movie must be 35 minutes long.
right. Also, Deadline reports that Emma Corrin, who played Princess Diana in Netflix's The Crown, has been cast to play the main villain.
Oh, in Deadpool 3?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I've no idea about that movie, but I mean, I just like hearing more breadcrumbs about it. So we're gonna get a female lead villain.
Yeah, and I don't really know.
Have we had a female lead villain in Marvel yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And technically, I guess Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she was the villain of Doctor Strange.
That's
too.
right.
Yeah, I don't know what character she's playing. Okay,
Yeah.
they're saying there's many female villains that she could play, such as Spiral, Death, Mystique. I don't think she's going to be playing Mystique. That
think
wouldn't
so
really
either.
make sense.
Right.
Or Emma Frost. Emma Frost wouldn't make any sense either.
No.
And Mr. Sinister. So Mr. Sinister is a lady?
Mr. Sinister, I think at one point was a lady, like
Mr.
a different variant.
Right. I don't know who Spiral is.
I don't know who Spiral Death is either.
Yeah.
But Mr. Sinister is an X-Men villain. But yeah, interesting. Really interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how that plays out. Angel Dust. Oh, that was Gina Carano was Angel Dust in the
That's
first Deadpool,
right.
but she wasn't the main villain.
Right. It was the other guy. I can't remember his name.
Really, I don't think the villain is really going to matter. It's more just about how Wolverine and Deadpool are going to interact. That's
Right.
what everyone cares about anyway.
Right. Well, I'm still more excited about how they're going to introduce Wolverine too. So, because I've heard so much stuff that they don't want to fuck up how the ending was for Wolverine or
For Logan.
for Old Man.
Well, they already
Logan.
said that in the first video that it's going to be before Logan. Like he's going to, it's going to be multiverse shit, right? Where he's going to get
right.
somehow teleported to this universe and
Cable's going to grab them both.
maybe. We don't even know if he's going to be in this one.
Yeah.
But
All I know is that I want a Domino. I want Domino appearance in here.
I think that's safe to say. That
I miss my Domino.
I think Domino will be back, yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to the MCU shows. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Loki and Secret Invasion are the only two MCU shows coming out this year. And this comes after Kevin Feige openly admitted that there are too many MCU shows.
Right.
It's like, but you did that.
Well,
You did it. It was your fault.
It was his fault. They went too far ahead of their skis. I also have a quote from Bob Iger, who was talking to the Hollywood
Disney
Reporter,
CEO, right?
New CEO. He used to be the CEO, then he dropped out, now he's back.
Right.
But anyways, he told them that they need to be better at curating franchise content that is extraordinarily expensive, which is
Right.
true. I mean, if anybody saw She-Hulk, if anybody saw Miss Marvel, I mean, it seemed like it was too, just like kind of like glopped together almost.
Yeah.
And they wasted so
I mean,
much.
that's the thing about the MCU movies. They try to make them for everyone, right? And then you have Miss Marvel, which seemed like it was only for
kids,
young teenage girls.
Yeah.
And even then, like my daughter didn't watch Miss Marvel. She didn't. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she didn't watch She-Hulk either. I don't even know who the fuck She-Hulk's for, but yeah. I guess I agree with this. I mean, I am looking forward to Loki. Obviously, it's one of their top ones.
Sure.
I mean, if not the top one, because I don't think we're getting another Hawkeye season. But they have to do something with Kate Bishop, and I guess she's just going to join the Avengers or whatever.
Yeah. So the other movies that were kind of rumored to be released this year were Ironheart.
Not movies.
Movies, sorry, the TV series, Echo. And then the one that I was kind of hoping would come out this year, Agatha, Coven of Chaos.
It's got to be. No, there's no way these are the only two.
Yeah, I would think Agatha, right? There was so much.
And Echo, because Daredevil
is going to be in 2024.
They said early 2024. Yeah, so this has got to be wrong.
I don't know, but the Hollywood Reporter
this has got to be wrong. This has got to be wrong.
I don't know, but I think the main takeaway is if they maybe make a bigger gap in between the releases, or if they just try to put a little bit more finishing touches on some of the product.
Well, it's usually been on Disney Plus. It's like an MCU show will come out, then then a Star Wars show will come out,
right?
And then an MCU show, and then a Star Wars show, and that's kind of how it's been, right?
I think you just broke the code. After The Mandalorian, Loki season 2 must be coming out.
Cross your fingers.
Oh. Guys, if you're not on Patreon, you should be on Patreon because it's going to be balls to the wall.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know which one we're going to get first, Loki or Secret Invasion. It could be either one.
Oh, yeah, Secret Invasion too.
Yeah. Also, Marvel Studios has delayed the Marvels film from July 28th to November 10th.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to make of that. But
I think it's because...
How terrible this movie was?
No. Well, maybe. But I think it's also because Secret Invasion has to come out first, and maybe they don't know when that's coming out yet, or maybe it's going to come out in the summer, because Secret Invasion leads into the Marvels.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're limiting their releases and they're trying to work around the release dates and stuff like that.
If that's true, then Daredevil's not coming out next year.
2025. We're never getting a Daredevil.
Maybe we don't, I mean, we're very worried about Daredevil anyways.
Oh, for sure.
Last we saw him, he was
fucking She-Hulk
and doing the walk of shame.
No,
with his boots.
The last we saw of Daredevil, he was having a nice family meal with Jennifer Walters' family.
Why?
I have no clue.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's true. I'm worried about the direction of Marvel. Yeah, that is true.
It's terrifying. Yeah, how odd is this? DC feels like the one that has it together right now.
Dude, of all the movies I'm looking forward to The Flash the most.
Right?
And that's because of Michael Keaton as Batman, but still. Yeah. That and Guardians 3, but
just how crazy,
if I had to pick one, I'd pick The Flash just because of Michael Keaton.
But isn't it kind of crazy just how amped we were after Endgame? You felt like Marvel could do no wrong. And then they let out
even when we saw Endgame, I remember saying they're not going to be able to top this. And
boy, they have not.
They can't.
No.
At best, they could do the next Spider-Man movie and have the Venom symbiote and finally do Venom the right way. Because they have not yet. Because they did Venom in the Sam Raimi one and Spider-Man 3. It was terrible. Yeah. These Tom Hardy movies are fucking dog shit. And we're getting a third one. Yeah. And they tease that they're going to do it, so in the MCU. So hopefully they get Venom right this time. Eventually,
you take a number of cracks at it. Eventually you're going to, find strike gold.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Moving on, director Todd Phillips revealed the first look at Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn in Joker 2. It's just one little shot of, it's just a frame of her and Joaquin Phoenix, like a close-up of them where it looks like she's might be up against the wall or something, but she's kind of looking at him, and it seems like she's looking at him with fear, but also arousal.
Right.
It's going to be interesting because this version of Joker, this Arthur, I mean, he's really a slow adult when it comes down to it. Well, I'm not joking.
No,
he is.
He's got mental problems. I don't know if he's
but he
slow.
Look, he also can't write correctly, right? We've seen him write, and it's really bad. So he also has that. So like it's gonna be interesting to see how he's gonna seduce someone when it seems like he's really just incapable of that.
Yeah. Well, I think this might be, Dr. Harley Quinzel. Maybe she's like tinkering with his medicine or something like that, and they find a right medicine to make him sane. Who
but
knows?
It's always
sane-ish.
If he's sane, then how is that the Joker?
Well,
able
to put his thoughts together and make him kind of evil. Who knows? I don't know.
Make him evil. I think he already is. Yeah.
Psychopath. Well, I mean, this is all going to be a musical anyways. I don't know.
I don't think the whole movie is going to be them singing and dancing. I don't think so. Maybe like a couple scenes. But we'll see. Also, Netflix announced that Squid Game Season 2 will begin filming in the summer and will likely last 10 months.
Right.
Meaning Season 2 won't come out until next year.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Season 1 came out in 2021.
I know, it seems so long ago.
Like Season 1 came out when we started this podcast. And now Season 2 is not coming out till 2024. It's going to basically be like 3 years in between seasons.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, why would they film the game show first? You should film the TV show first.
It's not like the creator of Squid Game is filming the fucking reality show, Josh.
No, I know
those
that.
Are two separate things, and it's a lot easier to just film the reality show rather than write the script and get everything ready to film. Like, that's different.
I don't know. I'm sure it's different, but if you're Netflix, I think you would want the TV show before the game show.
Yeah, but the game show's easier and quicker to make. It's already fucking done. Like, this says it's going to take 10 months to film. You know how long it took to film the reality show? 4 weeks.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And then so many court battles afterwards because everyone was getting sick.
Everyone's dying. Yeah.
From cold snaps. Yeah.
Guess it was a good thing.
You didn't go.
Yeah. Also, Collider reports that John Wick Chapter 4 has a runtime of 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Damn. Wow.
Look, I love John Wick, but the story is not the focal point of these movies. It's all about the action.
Right.
It's all, you know what I mean? So like, why is it 2 hours and 49 minutes?
A lot of gun battles.
That seems too long for me. And I love these movies. I'm really excited to see John Wick 4, but 2 hours and 49 minutes. I mean, come on. That's too long.
I don't know. More Keanu is not a bad thing, right? Except for Matrix Revolutions 4. Well, too much Keanu. I don't know. I'm excited about John Wick. I'm not the biggest fan, but I've started to get kind of into them, I'm kind of interested in it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, the others are not even close to that long, I don't think. Maybe like 220 or something, but yeah. Also, Bruce Willis's family released a statement confirming that the actor has been diagnosed with dementia. Right. I remember we heard, I think it was last year, they said that he was in the early stages.
Right.
And now they're just straight up confirming, it's really bad now.
Yeah.
He's got dementia.
Wasn't the last update that's why he was stepping away from movies and stuff?
Of course.
Just terrible, terrible news.
Yeah, that's a sad disease. I mean, anyone that's had a family member that's had Alzheimer's, I mean, it's a form of that, right?
Yeah.
I've had family members that have had Alzheimer's, and it's a really sad thing to go through, to watch that happen.
It's definitely sad for his family, for sure. And, I just loved Bruce Willis growing up. So many great, iconic movies.
Who didn't?
Yeah. Tough stuff.
It's rough.
Thank you, Bruce Willis, for all the memories. That's for sure. He's not gone yet, but,
right.
That's tough.
Yeah. Also, actor and comedian Richard Belzer died at the age of 78. Belzer was the star of Law & Order SVU. I don't know if you know about this, Josh, but Hulk Hogan infamously choked him out on live TV back in the 80s.
No.
Because it was another one of those things where it was is wrestling fake? And then Hogan was like, let me put you in a chokehold, brother. And then he did that, and then Belzer passed out, and Hogan let him go, and then he just fell back, and bam, the back of his head
hit
the floor. and there was lawsuits and everything, and
Yeah, I don't doubt. That's crazy. I never really knew Richard Belzer very much. I knew he was on, what'd you say, Law and Order?
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I never watched that show.
I know a lot of people are really interested into it. A lot of people love Law and Order. That's the one with Ice-T, right? I think it's the one with Ice-T.
Yeah.
I just realized that he was the cousin of Henry Winkler, which is pretty interesting.
Right.
So that's a pretty actor-heavy family right there.
Yeah, so Belzer's friend Bill Sheft gave a statement to the Hollywood Reporter saying he had lots of health issues, and his last words were, "Fuck you, motherfucker." So that's pretty... that's got to be one of the top last words ever. That's amazing.
That's a pretty ballsy way to go out.
That's how I want to go out. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Beep, doot, beep. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's a pretty badass way to go out.
That's right. That sounds like something like Arnold would say as he's leaving.
Or super sad where he doesn't even know where he was.
No, I'm thinking that he knew exactly what he was saying. Fuck this world, fuck it, I'm out.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. I don't want to think sadness, Andrew.
Oh, well, he died, so it's not like it's not sad.
I know.
What do you got?
The only thing I have is Zach Galifianakis is set to star in an upcoming Disney live-action remake. Which one, you might ask? Well,
I already know.
it's Lilo and Stitch.
What the fuck?
There's no word on who he might be playing yet.
No,
but
there is. Yeah, we already know.
of course it's going to be Stitch.
No, we already know.
Who?
It's some other side character.
No, that's terrible then. Why would you use him in anything but Stitch?
Why the fuck?
Go
All
ahead.
right,
Go
just
ahead.
stop. Why would there be a live action?
Who knows?
Why
Disney...
would Stitch be a human? Doesn't make any
he's
sense.
not a human. Oh, okay. Well, he could be the voice of something.
Oh, live action, meaning live action,
Yeah.
how Lion King is live action, even though it's not live action. It's not with that.
John Oliver was a bird in the Lion King. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I figured he would be the voice of Stitch.
No, apparently he's going to be one of the different other aliens or some shit.
But
I don't care.
I don't
These
care
fucking
either.
Disney remakes, live action, they're all terrible.
No, yeah. Of all, okay. So maybe there might be a few live actions that might be worthy of doing. Sure, maybe Cinderella. Who knows? Whatever. But of all the, I'm just saying,
Been
that one.
100 Cinderella movies.
That one might be more realistic than Lilo and Stitch. That's the last thing I would think that they would try to make a live action movie. There's I don't understand what's their fascination of trying to remake some of these classic films into live action movies. It's just weird.
Money.
But how much money really are they making? I mean, I guess plenty, but
Aladdin, Lion, they all did well, right?
I guess that's why they keep on doing this.
Little Mermaid's coming out this year, right?
Little Mermaid's coming out. Did the Lion King do well? I thought everyone made fun of it.
Yeah, they might have sucked, but they still made money.
Probably. Adults like you taking their children to see
I did not go see it, fucker.
Not you taking their children.
You said adults like me.
Taking their children to go see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you didn't take your children to go see the
No,
movie. Okay.
I did not.
All right, well.
Anything else?
That's all I got this week.
All right. Are you sure? Because we can talk about something else. We don't have to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Can we just release a Last of Us episode instead?
Yeah.
Put the last one that we did and put it on the feed this week?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
the new episode is out, so I'm very interested to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, $225 million global box office.
That's a success, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess they're going to think this movie was successful, even though everyone thought it was trash.
Well, look, I don't know if they're going to... We saw rumors that they're going to make an Ant-Man 4.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it seems like the Ant-Man movies just get worse and worse as they make more of them. The first one's good. Second one's all right. This third one is terrible. And if you like the movie, good for you. I'm glad you were able to find some enjoyment in it.
And let us know what the enjoyment was. We'd like to
because
know.
I was not. The movie is called Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Wasp does nothing in the whole movie until the very end when she saves Ant-Man. Yeah. She is worthless in this movie. By the way, that actress, she was actually pretty good looking in the first one, even the second one. This one, she cut her hair. It's like Michelle Pfeiffer is hotter than she is in this movie.
Much more attractive. Yeah, I didn't understand the direction that she was going in.
Right.
For some reason. Like, why would they try to make the Wasp look ugly?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. But you made the joke that this really wasn't an Ant-Man movie. It was more of a Janet Van Dyne
I really
movie.
felt like Michelle Pfeiffer was the main character.
She was the main character.
The intro, where she's in the quantum realm and she sees Kang for the first time, and she's the one that knows everything that's going on. Yeah. We're following her journey this whole movie, and like there were times where we're like, it's been a half an hour since we've seen Ant-Man.
Right.
What the fuck is going on?
No, this was a Janet Van Dyne storyline with cameos from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes. Ant-Man was like the third lead in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I can't believe none of them died.
It was really...
I can't believe Michael Douglas lived throughout this whole movie. What the fuck is he doing? He used to give a shit about the movies he was in.
Well, I guess we could just get into it now, but we'll get into like the potential
Michael
deaths
Douglas
later.
just making corny jokes the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
So rough.
But like, we've come to the point in this, especially in this Marvel movie, where, I mean, nothing mattered. Everything that started in the beginning of the movie finished the same way at the end of the movie.
There's no arc in the movie. Like it seemed completely pointless.
Yeah.
Loki did a better job of setting up Kang.
Yes.
And he was only in
it did.
He was only in one scene.
Right.
Where the
5
Kang
minutes.
is in this whole movie, and I'm sorry, but what did he do?
He died, I guess, maybe.
This version. Yeah, that's it.
No, but you're completely right. Like, this movie, massive, big budget film, right?
Yeah.
And then, but Loki was like, way better.
Of course.
Way better.
So, back in the real world, Scott Lang, he wrote a book, and he even listens to his audiobook because he's a douchebag.
Sure.
And he's like, when I turned into a baby, I was like, am I always going to be a baby? Am I Hulk's baby? It's like, all right. A lot of jokes that just really did not land for me throughout this whole film. And of course, like father, like daughter, she's getting arrested.
Mm-hmm. Because she's trying to be like her dad and stop a protest or start a protest.
So then they have the family dinner, and Hank Pym is so cheap that he buys extra small pizza and then enlarges it. Also, Cassie calls Hank grandpa. What?
Yeah.
What? That's not her grandpa.
No, step grandpa, if anything.
What are you doing, step grandpa? That's probably what happened. She went down. He was doing experiments.
Oh, Andrew,
what are you doing, step grandpa? And he's like, oh, hello there, Cassie.
I'm making pizza bigger.
Like, okay, we saw Ant-Man 2, whatever, Scott and Hope, their boyfriend and girlfriend. Then we have Endgame. Mm-hmm. Cassie lived alone for 5 years. And now Ant-Man 3, she's calling Hank Pym, Michael Douglas, grandpa.
She went really quick into grandpa and grandma for sure.
Yeah.
She wanted to latch on to any type of family members.
Yeah, right.
Very strange.
And also Hank, he lost his wife in the quantum realm. He's all for going back in. He's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. That's great.
Why would anybody want to go into the Quantumania?
Quantum realm.
Quantum realm,
yeah.
Jesus.
And so, they push the button like we saw in the trailer. It's a lot like No Way Home. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. Mm-hmm. They all go in the fucking quantum realm. And we're wondering, what's it going to look like, right? Because it's got to look fucking crazy. Turns out the quantum realm is just Tatooine from Star Wars. Wow. Who would have thunk it?
We joked how this was Janet Van Dyne's story.
Yeah.
But this was like really Janet Van Dyne meets Star Wars.
Right.
It's much.
Just fucking Tatooine. There's even Michelle Pfeiffer is friends with the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah. There
are Tusken Raiders and Ewok looking people. Yeah. Then they go in the fucking bar and it looks like the bar from Star Wars where Han shot What's his name?
I can't remember. The alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Tusken Raiders were riding elephants.
Yes.
You know, the only thing that was missing was in the bar scene was the guy playing the flute on his nose.
Yeah, like you could do whatever you want for this, and you just ripped off Star Wars.
Well, it's their own property. You know, they don't have to pay for any of the rights.
Sure. Also, there's that one alien that's like, you know, asking how many holes do you have?
7 holes. And he's like, yeah, that's right.
That's
7
right.
holes.
Yeah.
7 holes.
Also,
okay, hold on. I want to talk about this for a second. So, okay, in the quantum realm, they have all this advanced tech, right? Because Kang brought advanced tech, all this stuff. But what is it that allows people to hear anything? Ooze.
Drink the ooze. Drink the ooze. Oh, now we can understand each other. Oh, because the rest of the universe speaks English.
Wow, I mean,
Thanos going all across the universe, getting all the Infinity Stones, everyone on all these other fucking planets that are light years, billions of light years away from Earth, everyone speaks English except for in the quantum realm.
Thank God. Well, yeah, fair.
The quantum realm, they don't speak English.
No.
You got to drink the ooze to understand everyone. And then look, we saw in the trailer that Bill Murray's in the movie. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool because Zombieland did a Bill Murray cameo really well, and it's not like Bill Murray does a lot of movies, so it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, he might be in a couple scenes. Like, why would you put Bill Murray in a movie? For comedic relief. That's what he's there for.
Sure.
Like, he just comes out and he's just there to kind of further the plot about Kang.
Well, I mean,
and then the big joke is Bill Murray fucked Michelle Pfeiffer while she was in the quantum realm.
Andrew, she was there for decades. She needed some loving.
I have needs.
I have needs.
And Hank Pym's like, you fucking bitch.
Oh no, Hank Pym was like, yeah, I had needs too. I fucked the neighbor, so it's what it is.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. But no, like when I heard that Bill Murray was cast, I thought he was going to be like a Jeff Goldblum type of character. Like, you know, be kind of goofy, but still be kind of like a threatening presence in this realm. But
no, this was complete,
really nothing.
That whole scene at the bar.
Uh-huh.
That 30-minute scene is completely useless. You can cut that scene altogether and you wouldn't miss a beat in the movie.
No, yeah.
That scene is completely meaningless.
Right, because it's not like he signaled Kang.
Bill Murray's just like,
Kang just found them.
You know, you got to meet with Kang. He's very persuasive. And let's just sit here for 30 minutes and wait for him.
Well, that's what he was doing. He was stalling.
Yeah.
He was stalling for Kang.
And then he just gets eaten by a fucking squid that Michael Douglas makes bigger.
So, okay, so they have the stuff to make them bigger and smaller.
Yeah.
But they can't make them big enough to get out of the quantum realm? Isn't that how Scott got out of the quantum realm to begin with?
He sure did.
I don't understand this place.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, Andrew. Make it make sense.
I don't think you're supposed to understand the quantum realm.
What was it? What is that TV show that you love so much? The one that does like the reviews?
What?
The guy that does all the funny reviews and everything.
Oh, not a TV show.
No.
You mean Pitch Meeting on YouTube?
Pitch Meeting. Yeah, so like, hey, doesn't Ant-Man grow bigger and couldn't he get big enough to get out of the quantum realm if he wanted to?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it.
No, it's like, well, why can't they just use those pin particles to get really big like Ant-Man did in the first one so the movie could happen? You know? That's basically the explanation. Also, Jeff Bezos is Modoc, the villain from the first Ant-Man. We were so excited about Modoc. I didn't really know about Modoc. This was fucking stupid.
I am
so fucking stupid.
Upset about the disservice they did to the Modoc character. Not only that, but to the disservice that they did to the Yellow Jacket character. He was a pretty threatening character in Ant-Man 1.
Yeah.
He was a badass villain. And in here, he's just a fucking goof.
He's a joke.
Oh, I've got tiny arms and tiny legs, but I got a giant head. I'm here for revenge.
He's a killing machine who can't kill anyone.
No.
He's worthless. It's just for comedic relief. And this character is not Modoc in the comics, right? Like, it has nothing to do with.
No, Modoc
him.
was a Captain America villain.
Yeah.
And he was someone that an experiment went wrong, and he had to be in this little body to.
And in this movie, Modoc says Kang created him.
Yeah, pretty much.
And think about that for a minute. Kang made him so that he could help him, but he's garbage. He's trash. He can't do anything.
Not only that, if we're to think about this,
So Kang's an idiot.
Kang saved his life and made him into Modoc, right?
Yeah.
And then Modoc ends up betraying him in the end.
Well, yeah, but it's like, why did you make him this stupid thing that can't do anything? Yeah. Who does he kill? Like, Modoc is.
They made him seem like such a threatening character because when Cassie was in the village with Scott, and they're like, oh, the hunter's coming. And, he ended up coming, and he did some cool stuff, but like after that, he really did nothing.
No.
I was.
And then
really
Michelle Pfeiffer
disappointed.
explains her story with Kang, which, maybe tell your husband and family about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not tell them? That's the other thing. Why would you not tell anyone about the quantum realm? About how Kang lives there.
Right. So, okay.
Did she fuck him too, by the way?
I mean, I think
Seemed like they got pretty close.
It did. She did give off some vibes.
Yeah.
They did have a little bit of sexual chemistry for sure. Especially when she found out that he was evil in the end. I think that kind of hurt worse because there was some sexual stuff there.
And why did she age, but he didn't? Yeah. Nothing about this makes any sense. Because Scott was in there for 5 hours, and that was 5 years. Okay. Michelle Pfeiffer was in there. She was lost for what, 20, 30 years? Mm-hmm. So that should have only been like a day.
Andrew, I think if you think about this movie too long, your brain is going to end up exploding, and you'll need a Modoc suit to try to contain yourself.
Please, or kill myself. So Kang gives, he captures Scott. He gives him the same proposition he gave Michelle Pfeiffer, like, help me get out of here, and I'll help you get out of here too, and all this stuff. And Scott declines, but Kang threatens to kill Cassie, so of course he agrees. And he's got to get some fucking device.
His engine. The engine to power ship. But I will say that Kang looked very threatening. Like when he was in the prison cell, I mean, like he was fucking controlling everybody just with the movements of his fingers.
Right.
Like if there was any good part of the movie, of course it was Kang. And like this scene was probably one of the better scenes.
It's probably the best scene.
Probably. I mean, he was super threatening and menacing. And, it was really good to see like this version of Kang. But, it just kind of got off course when everything else got kind of funky. But I think this was the best scene in the entire movie, probably.
Right. Then we have the millions of clone Scotts, because that's every. It's kind of like Doctor Strange. Like there's millions of Scotts because that represents all the different choices he could make.
Right. That was kind of funny. It was a little bit funny, especially seeing the Baskin Robbins Scott. It was, it was humorous, but dear God, I don't know.
I was so uninterested. I'm already like forgetting what happens there.
Yeah, he was using the bigger and smaller discs to try to make the engine small again or big again. I can't remember. Whatever it was so that Kang could power his ship. Because Janet was the one that fucked it up.
Right. That's right, yeah. Also, Michael Douglas brought some ants with him, and those ants have lived in the quantum realm for thousands of years, and because they did, ants became geniuses. Genius ants.
They were in that. They were in the ant colony that also came down with them.
Right.
And I think that their time was sped up in that ant colony. I can't remember, but you're right. It was very confusing.
He created some genius ants,
and then some ants were bigger than other ones, and some. And then
Hank Pym like quotes Scott's book, and Scott's like, "You read my book?" And Hank's like, "Every goddamn word." So it's like, oh, he really does love him.
And that was supposed to be like a really like important moment in the movie. Or like
it's supposed to be heartwarming, like, Hank actually does care about Scott, but it came off so out of character.
Kind
Like,
of condescending, to be honest.
Yeah, like every goddamn word. Like that book sucked.
Every goddamn
I read
terrible
that
word.
whole fucking book and it sucked balls.
And you only mentioned me twice, Scott. Twice.
So then towards the end, where they have to convince everyone to revolt against Kang. And Scott's daughter, Cassie, these people just met. They have no idea who the fuck she is. And she's like, come on, guys.
Some people don't even know who she is.
No.
Because, like, she was supposed to be projecting herself to, like, guess the entire realm or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, the other girl that she freed, she was the leader of the resistance.
Right.
That was the one that should have been doing it.
Of course. But instead it's Cassie. And she's like, come on, guys, we can do it. Let's go. And they're all like, okay, sure.
Sure. I have holes. Let's do it.
I have holes. They don't even know who the fuck she is. So Cassie gets big. She beats up Modoc because, you know, it's easy to beat up Modoc when he sucks. And they fight Kang, but he's too strong until Hank and the ant show up.
Right. But, okay, going back to the Modoc scene where she beats up Modoc.
Right.
And, you know, he ends up like, well, this is what I do. I'm a killing machine. She's like, no, you can stop being a dick.
You don't have to be a dick.
And he's like, I am a dick.
Right.
He was fucking Humpty Dumpty. That's all he was.
That's all he was.
Instead of a really vicious villain, one of the biggest villains in the Marvel universe, he was fucking a joke in Humpty Dumpty.
I mean, I think in the comics he's supposed to be funny, but also powerful at the same time.
He's very powerful.
In this one, he is only a joke. My name is Darren, and I'm not a dick.
God damn.
And he helps them, and then he's like, well, at least I died an Avenger. And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
I hate this movie.
I just didn't feel anything. Yeah, I know.
No. Okay. So like we'll get to it. Go ahead.
Well, again, I'm skipping around here just because.
I mean, I think that's the best thing to do.
Janet gets everyone back home except for Scott because Kang attacks him right as he's gonna go through the portal, and Kang kicks his ass, but Scott throws some pin particles on the reactor, and Kang shrinks or something. And Hope finally did something in this movie. At the fucking very end, she saves Scott, but then they're both stuck in the quantum realm, and it's like, oh, well, shit. You saved me, but we're stuck here. Oh, no, we're not. Here's another portal.
A couple things. First of all, the scene when Scott was saying, you know, I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. Fucking great. But we saw it in the trailer.
Right.
You know, and that was a really cool, you know, scene. You know, him and Kang going one-on-one. That was really vicious. And you're starting to feel some like emotion. Like, you know, maybe Scott's not going to get through this. Maybe he actually is going to get stuck there, you know, and then Wasp comes and helps out, and then Kang gets stuck, and then they go away, and you're like, okay, maybe the Wasp and Scott, they did this sacrifice.
Right.
And it's just going to be Cassie now.
Why not keep them there? You could have pulled them out in the next Avengers movie or something, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There was let us feel some weight. There's no weight to this. There's really no emotional payoff at all.
That's the other thing was in Endgame, Scott was in the quantum realm, right?
Right.
In this movie, it seems like he never was there before. He has no idea what is there, but he was there for 5 hours. So he was doing something. Yeah. But in this movie, he's like, what is all this? I don't know what any of this is.
What?
You think in those 5 hours, he might have met Kang or someone, anyone.
I guess they were working their way around the quantum realm, but they never landed. I don't know. I'm meeting this movie halfway to try to give it some understanding.
Then at the end, they get a cake, and then Scott takes a bite of the cake, and he's like, oh, gross. Credits.
He's walking.
One thing I think we've learned about these Ant-Man movies, they don't know how to end the movie.
No.
Because remember the first Ant-Man is like, and he said yes. Credits. I don't remember how the second one ends, but I imagine it's something stupid like this too.
Probably. No,
Take a bite of cake. Ew! Credits. What the fuck is this?
I guess my taste changed now that I'm out of the quantum realm. I don't know.
Did you make this cake out of ants? This cake tastes like ants.
We used cricket flour. That's what it was. Cricket flour.
Man, that's stupid.
This movie was fucking stupid. There was 10 minutes of the movie that maybe I enjoyed. Maybe a little bit less.
The only scene is the one you said where Kang is just, they're in the jail cells or whatever.
That and the final fight with Kang I thought was really good between him and Scott. And then it just started to get ridiculous after that.
I just didn't really care about it.
I
felt like the movie had no stakes.
None at all. Everyone ended up the exact place that they were.
Yeah.
And Kang's gone.
Kang's gone, but don't worry. Mid-credits show thousands of Kangs.
The Council of Krangs.
Kangs.
I'm sorry, that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villain.
Yeah. Thousands of Kangs getting ready to take over, including a Skrull Kang, and they're all just in this big ass like Coliseum type thing. No. That's the first, mid-credit scene.
So, couple things. First of all, the Council of Ricks is 100 times better than the Council of Kangs. I don't know if you've seen that in the Rick and Morty universe. No. That's hilarious and much better. And also, if we're looking for a multiverse type of feel, quantum realm type of thing, I still think that everything everywhere all at once was still.
Oh, absolutely! Better. It's not even close. No. I mean, compared to this shit.
Yeah.
And then we have the post-credit scene where we see it was obviously the best thing. I mean, it looked like the early 1900s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kang is Victor Time or something.
Victor Cromwell?
I don't know. But anyways, he's talking to everyone, and then we see Loki, and we see Owen Wilson. I forgot his name. Owen Wilson's character.
I can't remember.
He's like, either. Owen Wilson's like, wow, this is the guy? And he's like, oh, that's him, all right. But obviously that's just to set up Loki, season 2 of Loki. The mid-credits was to set up Secret Invasion because we saw that Skrull Kang. But yeah, overall, bad.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, bad. This is, like you mentioned, one of the worst Marvel movies they've ever
It's one of the worst movies, period.
Wow.
This is like a 3 out of 10 for me.
For sure.
No, I hated it. I'll never see this again.
Me neither. No, we looked at the IMDb rankings of all the movies and stuff like that, and I thought Eternals is still the last one, but to be honest, I kind of enjoyed the Eternals a little bit more than this movie.
Eternals, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, so if you watch this and you liked it, please let me and Andrew know what you liked about it, because we do have some
fan comments. Here's the thing. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is 84%.
Which is crazy. I
think that's just because there's a lot of Marvel fans will just like whatever they put out no matter what.
Jizz over anything Marvel?
Kind of like AEW fans. Will just defend it to the end of time. But the critics, 47%.
I feel more aligned with the critics in this one, guys.
Absolutely.
And normally that's not the case. Normally I'm with the audience score, but not this movie. Not this movie one bit.
Yeah, I think it's the second worst ranked one, right? Because you said Eternals was the worst, then this one, and then I guess Thor 2 is...
I think Thor 2 was up there.
Third worst.
Yeah.
But
which is fair.
We do have fan questions and comments, so some of them did like it.
Ooh, okay.
So let's do that right now. Bobby the Mark Soydam, give me Andrew moaning for that post-credit scene, please. Don't judge me. All right, sure.
No judgment. The scene was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was so bad that I was like, oh, okay, cool, Loki. I kind of expected a post-credit scene with Loki, right?
Yeah. Especially since it's coming out so soon.
This is Anita Dick and Me.
Oh, Lord.
Just wanted to give my review for the movies I saw this week. Don't worry. No spoiler alerts. No spoiler alerts?
Does that mean no one spoiler alerted?
That means it's going to be spoiler. No. So he gave Ant-Man 7 out of 10. He said it was an average Marvel movie with a lot of CGI. Maybe could have been like 20 minutes shorter, though. Still kept me entertained. Well, I'm, again, glad you enjoyed it. And then he did the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yeah.
He said it was 3 out of 10. I got to say right now, I have not seen the Winnie the Pooh movie. I bet it's better than Ant-Man 3.
It might be.
He said, this movie might fall in it. It was so bad that it's funny category. Also, if you plan to see this movie, it might be a good idea to partake in some extra activities before watching. So I guess get high.
Drunk or whatever. If anything, Ant-Man was unintentionally hilarious.
You should be high for Ant-Man.
You know what? With all the colors and everything, it probably would land a little bit better.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Chief Nakahomer, NFL The Movie updated cast list. Eric Andre as Patrick Mahomes. That's actually hilarious. That's actually perfect. Henry Cavill as Jimmy G. It's pretty funny, but he's going to play a shitty quarterback. Macaulay Culkin as Joe Burrow. I don't know about that one.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's Charlie Hunnam as JJ Watt. Who's Charlie Hunnam?
I don't know, Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam. This guy. Oh, isn't he from your show?
Not
Sons of Anarchy.
Son of Anarchy. He hasn't been in a lot.
I don't know about JJ Watt.
No. If anything, he might play Joey B.
He said John Bernthal as Aaron Hernandez. That's awful.
Okay.
That's kind of perfect.
That's trolling. That's trolling.
I mean, it's kind of perfect.
That's
though.
almost typecasting.
It's almost
to be honest.
it's typecasting. Bernthal's not Hispanic. He's got Aaron Paul as Derek Carr. I don't know about that.
Bitch.
Yeah. And then Wyatt Russell as Davis Mills.
Oh God, who's Wyatt Russell?
Wyatt Russell is Kurt Russell's son, the one that played evil Captain America in the Winter Soldier.
No.
Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's got a big head.
It's pretty funny. I mean, obviously the Eric Andre casting, that's the best one for sure.
Yeah.
Omar said the movie was all right. I give it a 7. Can't believe they featured that Baskin Robbins manager so much, but not even his homie Lewis and Kurt. That's the other thing. Yeah. Poor Lewis and Kurt.
Well, they can't go into the quantum realm. They would never come out.
Right. He said, do you notice that in all these Marvel movies, they do the same irritating thing with the constant mask on, mask off, mask on, mask off.
Right.
Whenever the character would talk, the technology that was never explained, or maybe I guess everyone just has the nanotech they got from Tony Stark, including everyone in the quantum realm, because even Kang, who, by the way, Aaron's not here this week, but he said, Aaron, I'm with you on Kang. He was not menacing, not really intimidating, and mid, along with that idiot Modoc.
Wow.
Mask on, mask off, mask on. Stop doing that. They just couldn't help themselves with the humor and somehow gave Darren Modoc a silly and funny ending. Dumb. Yep. Just give me Loki. Fuck these reject Avengers.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair sum up for sure. You know, it was kind
but how did you give it a 7, Omar?
I know.
I mean,
it seemed like he hated it.
It seems like you feel the same way I do.
It's, if anything, is like a 4, maybe a 5, if anything. I'm feeling more.
I think a 4 is too generous.
I'm thinking 4 for me. Maybe 3.5.
Yeah.
It was really bad. But
I mean, what would you rather watch? This or
She-Hulk?
No. Shut up. We're talking movies.
Okay.
This or Jurassic World, the last one. I think I'd rather watch Jurassic World.
I guess Jurassic World.
I mean, this is really bad, but I think I also gave Jurassic World a 3.
That's a tough
It's close.
choice. That's a tough
I mean, it's
choice.
close, right?
It's close, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
A Marvel movie, you feel like should be a little bit better.
This or Avatar 2.
This, it's shorter.
This because it's shorter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not spending.
All
2
right, if they were the
hours
same length,
if they were the same length. I think still this. I hated Spider. I hated Spider.
It was so bad.
It was really bad.
I mean, the effects and the action's better in Avatar. Absolutely. I mean, this one is so... The CGI is terrible in this movie.
And
That's
it's
the other thing.
more beautifully shot. The CGI is 100 times better.
CGI is all like... Everything's dark in the movie because the CGI is so bad.
Yeah.
Then you look at Guardians 3. The whole movie is fucking bright. Beautiful colors.
Yeah, it's so
Like,
vivid.
What the fuck is... I don't understand.
I don't
Is there only one good CGI team and they can only do one movie at a time? Why are all these Marvel movies? Why is the CGI? There's like videos on YouTube, and they're like, the CGI is worse now than it was 10 years ago. And I think it's because all the studios just got super cheap.
Sure.
And they were just like, we don't have to fucking put all this money in the CGI. We can just do enough to where it kind of looks good, and we'll just darken all the color. We'll darken the whole movie so that you can't notice it as much.
Right. That, and there's probably a ton of CGI firms and stuff like that. And it's probably a crapshoot on which ones are good and which one's bad.
I guess.
The good ones get swooped up easy.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, you're Marvel. All your movies should have good CGI. You're Disney. You're fucking filthy rich.
Have you seen She-Hulk?
You know I have.
That's CGI.
Steven with a V. When did movie etiquette die? I hate going to the movies, but because nowadays there's always going to be annoying people. You want to talk during the previews? Fine. But shut your damn kid up during the movie. I mean, agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
We had the worst one at Knock at the Cabin. Thankfully, we didn't have any issues for Ant-Man, although that actually would have probably been nice just to distract me from this shitty movie. But
I will say
there was only 10 people in the theater, and we saw it Friday night,
which made me kind of surprised when I found out that it made what, 250 million. I was like, where the fuck are those people?
That's worldwide 225. In the US, it made 104 million. I mean, it's still big, but
it's still big. Oh, but so Andrew got mad at me. So after the movie, I was so furious and upset with the movie. I stood up and started trying to talk to people and ask them how their feelings were. Andrew's like, don't talk to people after the movie.
The movie just ended. The credits just started, and Josh turns around and he's just like, "What'd you guys think of the movie?" And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's what Steven with a V's talking about.
No, it was over. He said during the movie.
No.
I wanted to get people's instant reaction, and people in the crowd were like, meh, meh.
Everyone ignored you because they're like, what the fuck is wrong? Just ignore him, honey. He's a psycho.
I'm not a psycho.
You
I
are.
wanted to see if people were having the same reaction I was. And there were people that were.
There's still mid-credit scenes to come. You can't be talking yet. The movie's not really over. PCJ, what are each of your top picks for best and favorite romance or romantic comedies?
10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite romantic comedy of all time.
What?
10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Heath Ledger? No. Not Heath Ledger. What the fuck is his name?
Heath Ledger.
It's not. It is Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, your brain's just there's two like rats. There's two rats and they have bats and they're just hitting each other in the head. That's Josh's brain.
It's Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles. Yes. And I love Julia Stiles. She's so cute. It's one of my favorite
Heath
movies.
Ledger. No, not Heath Ledger.
Yeah. It is Heath Ledger. That's my favorite romantic comedy of all time. Hilarious. Love it.
I don't know if I have one.
Really?
Romantic comedies? That's not really my thing.
I figured Heath Ledger would be right up your alley.
No, I like Joker. That's
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that's
what
it,
it
Josh.
is.
Yep, that's it. That's not even that's not a comedy.
Oh, I thought he said romantic movie or romantic comedy.
I mean, I thought Silver Lining Playbook was good, but I'm not into romantic comedies really. I'm trying to think of one. You know what?
Everybody Loves Sally?
No. What the fuck was it? Just Friends? The Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris?
Oh, was that the one where Ryan Reynolds was fat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Just Friends, right?
I think it is too.
Yeah, I love that movie. Just Friends. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
That movie is severely underrated. I really like that one.
Okay.
It's pretty good. So I'll go with that. Raj Mali, why didn't Marvel tell me to take magic mushrooms into the cinema rather than popcorn to try and enjoy this shit film? Also, does Josh have 7 holes? I mean, all humans do, right?
7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
I had to count.
Mickey Man, Helmsley regime, heard all the bad reviews and the low score, so went in expecting the worst. It was a good movie and the start of the greatest villain since Thanos. I'm sorry, I just don't see it.
I mean, I think
maybe his final version will be great.
Sure. This we got a taste of what Kang can be, but that Council of Kangs, the Council of Kangs looked just too silly.
I
It just
saw
looked too
something
silly.
online, I think it was on Twitter, where someone said it's like they made the Ant-Man movie and halfway in, like the studio said, hey, put Kang in it. And they're like, oh, fuck. We already filmed the movie. All right, let's throw Kang in there real quick. And I agree with that. That's what it felt like for me. There was
Well, what was the first half of the movie
The
supposed
whole
to be?
movie was a mess.
I don't know really what the movie would have been
I
without
don't know what
that.
the movie's about.
It's
Kang's trying to get out of the quantum realm.
and they stopped that, but
The big full one thing I hate about going to the movies is that once the movie is over, people leave their rubbish fucking everywhere. It's not that hard. Put it in the bin on the way out. But I really enjoyed the movie. 8 out of 10. Good to see the Pixar lamp got a role in this movie. 8 out of 10.
that's funny.
If this is 8 out of 10, then what? Infinity War's what? 30 out of 10?
30 out of 10. That's funny.
It can't
But no,
be that close to Endgame and Infinity War.
The Pixar lamp actually had one of the more sad deaths in the movie. He was one of the few villains few characters that actually died.
How did he die?
Kang killed him. Yeah, with his little rays.
I forgot. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, sad. But an 8 out of 10. Wow.
But yeah, pick up your shit. I threw my shit in the bin. Josh left his shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you
that's
did.
on me.
You're an asshole.
That's on me. Yeah, I'm an asshole.
Gerardo, movie was enjoyable. The beginning was slow, but the ending was fun. Not the greatest movie, but definitely not a terrible movie. I disagree.
I disagree too. And we're allowed to disagree. What's a disagreement among friends?
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Not fuck me. Fuck whoever that guy was.
And Bobby Cox, I think this is the best Phase 5 movie so far. Oh my goodness.
No.
The worst, right?
Yes.
What Phase 5 movies? What are the Phase 5 movies? MCU Phase 5 films. I mean, it's Doctor Strange 2, right?
Doctor
Thor.
Strange 2 was good. Thor was good.
Wait. Maybe he's joking. Maybe this is the first of them. Hold on. No, that's right. This is the first of the Phase 5.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why he's fucking with us. Yes. Agree. Yeah, agree. It's the best of the Phase 5 movies so
No,
far.
this is the worst Phase 5 movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good, Bobby Cox.
That's funny. Guardians is the next one.
It'll
May
instantly
5th.
be the best.
May 5th. Then Marvel's November 10th. Captain America, New World Order. May 3rd of 2024. Thunderbolts, July of 2024. And Blade, September 6th, 2024. Yeah. Looking forward to Guardians 3 the most out of these movies. Then Thunderbolts.
Sure.
And then Captain America, New World Order. I mean, Harrison Ford's going to be Red Hulk.
That's right.
That sounds pretty cool. Now, God, could you, he's going to be Red Hulk, and then we're going to have fucking smart, stupid Hulk fighting him.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, Andrew. We also might get She-Hulk.
Shut up. There's got to be a moment in that movie if Bruce Banner's going to be in it where he's like, I gotta unleash the real Hulk, you know?
I've got to bring back Dumb Hulk.
Bring back for sure. Because he's more ruthless. And Smart Hulk is too nice.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I liked what they did in Endgame, but it's gotten way worse, especially with She-Hulk. They, I don't know. I'm tired of Smart Hulk at this point.
Hey,
look,
Jen.
here's my son.
Let's be friends, Jen. I don't want to hurt you, Jen.
Meet my son. What?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it. That is all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you're viewing us. We have exclusive videos on our YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We only need a couple of you, a couple more to join to get to 100 patrons. Watch The Last of Us with us.
That's right.
Mandalorian season 3 is coming out, and just
Loki season 2.
9 days from now until Mandalorian.
Oh shit, that quick.
And we're gonna be dropping a bracket pretty soon. And next week we'll see you for Cocaine Bear. That should be fun.
White line.